Okay, so I'm jumping on here live again today. Did one last Wednesday, and I'm going to, no matter how difficult this is, I'm going to try to make myself go live at least once a week, preferably at like about 1 o'clock my time on Wednesday. And just to go through some of the stuff I'm working on, see if anybody's got any questions, just let you kind of know. Because people ask me all the time what the kind of new stuff I'm working on. And one of the things I am working on, and I think I mentioned this last week, was that I spent a week or so at the end of July finishing out a project I started really a couple of years ago. It was my Quick Start Blueprint program that I now have inside of my CF Ninja Hacks training. And so here it is in my what am I thinking here? This is my YouTube account. That's what I'm thinking. So we're here inside of my YouTube account. So all these videos here have been dripping out 5 a week throughout the entirety of August. And we're getting up to the end here where I only got, I think, one more left. Yeah, right here is the one last one that'll be going out tomorrow. And then after that, I'm going to start dripping out some training here. You see it says TFC there. That stands for The Funnel Code, which is a new program I'm coming out with this fall, where I'm going to, I built out my membership ninjas. And let me see if I have that open over here. I built out my membership ninjas last fall, and I got in 20 or so beta testers, and we basically after about 2 months I just stopped. It was like in January because I sold this over Thanksgiving, and then come like the middle of January I just stopped and I asked all the people in the group. It's like, okay, what am I doing good, what am I doing bad, what's right, what's wrong? And I really got the whole idea from Steve Larson and his idea of a what do you call it, a seed launch, I think is what he calls it, wherein you basically make out, you do basically the first week of training, you get it live, you have the people go through it, and you say, okay, what am I missing? What needs to be better? Help me to make this a better program. And that's what I really did in January. And really from January up until just the last few weeks, that's exactly what I've been doing, is mostly just hands-on working with my students, building out some absolutely just crazy, outrageous membership sites, stuff I never would have been able to come up with on my own. But now it's time to really back up and go in there and finish out this training, which I want to get done before really the end of September, maybe into October, because I want to launch my funnel code training. And what I started to say about the membership site stuff is that what I found is that the membership site training was probably at way too high of a level for people who had no background in training at all. So when I'm going to do my funnel code training, that's where I'm going to come back and really step back to your average person who may know absolutely nothing about coding and just really get into funnel design and funnel theory, and teaching you how to write code, how to do CSS, HTML, very little HTML, but mostly CSS, working with things like Bootstrap and Flex and Grid and stuff like that. And then also, as we go along, then start going in and using a lot more of the JavaScript. And the reason why I'm doing this is because I absolutely love ClickFunnels. I have worked with other platforms, and there's always some sort of a limitation as to what you can do as far as your design goes, as far as being able to put code into it. Probably the second best one is WordPress, but as we all know, WordPress is a real pain in the butt to have to use. So I don't really like doing that, and I don't much care for PHP code anyway. But the whole idea is to be able to teach people the basics, to be able to teach them the CSS, and then to use ClickFunnels because, as I always say, it is infinitely extendable. And the way I look at it is, and we can see here just this little flamey thing I got going on there, that's just a couple lines of CSS code. There's nothing special there, but what I'm doing is I'm taking a built-in set element inside of ClickFunnels, and then I'm applying CSS to it. I'm applying the JavaScript or jQuery code to it, and then having it completely change how it looks on the page. And that's really what I do. I'm not going to teach people, okay, here's HTML structure, except that I'm going to teach you how the HTML structure works inside of ClickFunnels so that you can manipulate it. You can take that code that's already in ClickFunnels. You can take a button that you already put into ClickFunnels, apply a little bit of code to it. You don't have to rewrite the entire page. Just apply 3-4 lines worth of code to it and have it do things that it was never meant to do inside of ClickFunnels. And so that's what my funnel code training is about. And so as you see here over the next month or so, you're going to see a bunch of the actual training that's going to be in the course. I'm going to be dripping it out. Now, I'm not going to say it's going to stay up forever. It may stay up only for a couple of days, each one of these videos. So if you're interested in it, keep an eye out on it. Go to my YouTube channel here, subscribe, make sure you catch this stuff as it's coming out, because it's going to give you a real good idea, a real flair for what is going to be included in the training itself. So like I said, that's what I've been working on there. Plus, like I said, I got to get my my membership ninjas buttoned up here, because we created so many things. I had a whole bunch of stuff done beforehand that I never got around to shooting videos on, but then as we went along, we created so much stuff. So now essentially it's just me spending the next month here documenting what we've already created. And so for the last week or so, I've been doing the membership access page hacks, and I've got 10 different videos here. This poor man's hub probably will get taken out, but I got 10 different videos and 10 different share files, all showing exactly step by step, all the code, everything, what I did for the hacks just for the membership access page. And let me see, did I open one up over here? I was going to. Yeah, here's where I put it all together, I said. So we have in here, we have the open front end, so you can toggle back and forth between the login form and the registration form. I also have a hack where I fix the SEO. If you've ever seen it, the SEO is not even possible on a membership access page, but I have a workaround for that so that you can actually create real SEO and the meta images and stuff like that, so you put into Facebook. And then, of course, I have deep linking, where we you just put in the lesson number that you want to go to, and you just deep link right directly to that. And in case you're wondering, Jamie Smith does have similar code to mine, but I write all my own stuff, and I actually wrote most of it before I ever even knew that Jamie Smith existed a couple of years ago. But so we got integrating our domains in there, putting in custom field. So let me show you in here. Let me open this up. That's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to preview the page. Let's give it a second here. Let's go into the page itself. So in here, what I have, not a member sign up here. So this is what I'm saying here, open front end, you can toggle back and forth. But then up here, you can put in this case here, I have somebody being able to put in their full name. That's not anything built into ClickFunnels. But what I also did in here is, you see here, I got an email address, but you don't see the password or the password confirmation, because I designed this and built this so you don't have to have a password even. Because we looked at it really as a group and we said, there's no reason to have a password, because everything, when you do your restrictions, everything is based upon the email address. What good does a password do? It doesn't do any good. What it does do, though, is it creates support tickets. And so that's one way to get rid of support tickets. And then we also really beefed up the error handling in here. And according to our testing so far, it has cut down on support tickets by 90 to 95%. So it's gone down drastically. And then also by taking out the password, we figure there's basically nothing you can break at that time. So we got it going pretty good. So that's the kind of stuff I'm working on right now. If you guys need any help with anything, if you got any questions, if you need more information about Membership Ninjas or the funnel code or Quick Start Blueprint, again, Quick Start Blueprint, just go to quickstartblueprint.com or go to cfninjahacks.com, and either way, you'll eventually find yourself to the login page, which is right here, or you can just go to cfninjahacks.com/ excuse me, CFNH, whatever. I'm starting to choke now, so I'm gonna let y'all go before I decide to choke to death here. So you all have a great day.